and welcome to your mini lesson on classification essays. Our goals today are to define, analyze, and evaluate classification essays. So what is classification? It is simply put division, grouping, dividing into categories. My example is movies. I would classify different types of movies or different genres of movies as horror, action, comedy. Why do we do this? Because in analysis it helps to break down parts of a whole. So we can narrow a topic and make sense of groupings. Like I can further group comedy genre into slapstick, romantic, or spoofs. Before writing a classification essay, you want to ask yourself 5 questions. What basis or principles will I use to classify the topic? How can I subdivide my categories or classifications? What do I want to explain or prove as a result of a classification or division? Have I unfairly or inaccurately classified my subjects or oversimplified complex divisions? And what do I want my readers to learn or understand after reading this essay? So I have to have a reason or purpose for breaking things down. Our purposes are to sort into categories for the purpose of comparing and contrasting. We may want to show how one category is different from another. We may sort into categories for the purpose of analyzing the relationships. How do they fit together? How do they work together? Or we may want to even critique categories by another author and provide a different method of categorizing. Say you didn't like my subcategories of the comedy genre and you think that they should be reclassified. That's a very legitimate reason to produce a classification essay. The basic structure of a classification essay looks like this. You would have your introductory paragraph where you set up the categories and subdivisions of the larger topic you'll discuss. You'll have a thesis statement that describes what you're trying to explain, show, or prove, or argue using the classifications, and the conclusions you have reached by subdividing your topic. Your body paragraphs will develop the separate subcategories, maybe even subdividing and classifying them, which you would indicate in your topic sentences. You'd use some transition between paragraphs and provide some concrete examples and details to describe your categories. You don't want to forget the analysis piece, explaining why the examples were chosen or why they fit together. And of course you need a conclusion to sum up and reemphasize what we should have learned by your classification. Some complementary modes for classification essays are that narration and description can be used to help develop the categories. Illustrations and examples might further elaborate classifications. You can look at causes and effects of classifications and divisions. You can compare and contrast among the categories, and you can use your classification to prove an argument or persuade your readers to a particular point of view. We'll be learning more of this in class. Please join me, and if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer them by phone, BBIM, email, or in live class.